I'm Charles. I'm 54 years old. I'm 6'1" when I'm fully assembled and weigh about 235 pounds. Now, I'm a double amputee, lower amputee. I have a below the knee amputation and above the knee amputation. Now, basically, I'm just going to show you uh, an overview or review of how I manage to get myself in the shower, in and out of the shower, ready for the shower in the morning. It's a heck of a lot more complicated than it seems like it needs to be, but this really works for me. Okay, well, starting out in the morning, I don't have any prosthetics on when I get out of bed, and I don't like to put them on until after I get out of the shower. So what I do is when I first get up, especially when it's hot and humid, I want to put a one of these shrinkers on my lower amputation. It tends to swell, and the more I move around, the more it'll swell. So I'll go ahead and put this liner on immediately after I get out of bed. I go ahead and put a knee pad on because one of the physical therapist people suggested that I would preserve my knee much longer if I went ahead and used that, and that seemed like a good plan. Okay, now as I approach, getting ready to come do the shower, I come in, I bring in with me my little playground scooters right here. Of course, I would be sitting on that, and along with that, I'll drag behind this mechanics chair, which is on wheels. It rolls around, and also I will bring in my prosthetic liners because I do clean my prosthetic liners in the shower. Normally, I would have two of these, one for each leg, and but I'm just going to use one for this demonstration. So I'll have that, and before I get in the shower, I want to make sure that I have a towel handy because it's hard to reach stuff once I actually get in the shower. I can't just take a little step out and reach. I put a washcloth or a hand towel here on the floor because I'll use that after I get out of the shower for something. Okay, so I'll go ahead. I'll be sitting on my little playground scooter there. I turn around, I get in the shower. I demonstrate how I do that on part one of the videos, and you can take a look at that. And then once I get into the shower, I will go ahead and take my um, knee pad off and set that on my little scooter because I don't want to get that wet. I want to chunk my prosthetic liners that need to be cleaned. Those need to come in the shower. I can reach them. I can reach it from the shower, but typically I'll actually throw those in before I get in the shower and stack those up and kneel on them along with my knee pad because they work for some excellent padding. And of course, the shower floor is hard. All the padding is fantastic. I'll go ahead and get in the shower. First thing I normally do is I brush my teeth in the shower because unfortunately I really can't reach the sink very well. I could balance on one knee, but it would be kind of precarious, and I don't have enough room in the bathroom to put a stool, to be able to easily get around. So I just go ahead and brush my teeth in the shower. So I do have this little basket in the shower that I can take in and out real easy, so it would be out of other people's way when I'm not using the shower. And it has my toothbrush, some toothpaste, some mouth rinse, and some shampoo, things of that nature. It also has another soap, which is what you use for delicate fabrics. It's actually the laundry detergent, the store brand, actually, of a delicate fabric laundry detergent. And I use that for cleaning my liners inside and out. Since that type of laundry detergent is made specifically for synthetics and delicate fabrics, it seems to work really, really well for cleaning the prosthetic liners and keeping them in pretty good shape. I've had prosthetic liners that have lasted, well, I have never had one break so far, and I've had them for over 4 years. I haven't had them crack, break, split, any of that kind of a thing. So I've got my basket. In here also, I have my little spongy things that I hang up on these suction cup hooks, and they're of course low so I can reach them. And I have the kind of the shower head on a rope situation, and I believe that the longer that the hose is on that, the more versatility in the shower that I'd have. So I think that's pretty handy. In addition, there is another little soap dish over there with my soap, and I definitely want to have holes in that so the soap doesn't dissolve in the water as it sets in the water. Also, that little basket is a basket. It's got a bunch of little holes I want water to drain. So the reason I chose this um, soap dish on the floor instead of the soap dish that's on the wall, of course, it's over my head. When I'm sitting in the shower, and it's just surprising how many times I end up dropping the soap when I'm trying to use that soap dish. So it's more out of just a convenience for me. All right, so I'll go ahead and I'll wash my liners um, uh, after I've brushed my teeth, and once I get done with that, I'll put these liners back out on this little scooter here, and on the mechanic scooter, and it works pretty well because of the bottom. There's a little plastic tray, and there'll be some dripping, and it'll drip in the plastic tray. There will be a little bit of dripping on the floor, but mostly it'll drip in the plastic tray and won't cause a mess in the bathroom. Okay, so I do that. I wash those, then I go ahead and shower like you would expect. And then video number 3 is how I managed to get myself out of the shower and back on the little scooter. And one of the things I want to do is put my knee pad back on once everything is done. I've taken my knee pad off before I ran any water, and I've taken all of my shrinkers off before I've ran any water, and they'd be sitting out here. So when I'm about to get out, I want to put my knee pad back on because of course the floor is hard, and when I'm moving about, I've got to pick myself up on my knee to get myself back on that scooter. So I'll get that on, and then I'll take the towel that I've dried myself off with pretty well. I fold it up and I put it on top of my playground scooter. And the one thing that I've discovered is I really don't want to have any bare skin on the playground scooter, especially if I'm a little bit tacky wet. It gets really pretty doggone uncomfortable. So that's what I do. Once I get done with loading that up, I load myself up on the little scooter. I push all these little carts out, push them into the room, back into my bedroom, and that's the way I manage the whole shower project.